talk. Up early and kind of good thing. So I'm trying to get back into my momentum that I used to have a long time ago, and so hopefully this will be my startup to do it. Well, that was nice to be ready for that. Um, so every day I'll come with the practice of something, and I don't have to spend 2, 3, 4, 5 hours doing it. It's just whatever I put in my mind that I want to do. Sometimes I don't have something in mind to do. I just get up and just kind of come into the keyboard and do something. But if something is actually pressing on my mind to do, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Especially if it's in front of me in my face, then I have no excuse to not to practice on whatever it is that's in my face. So at this point, I'm gonna go with this for the moment and press chords. Okay. Let me see, did I play right? And all right. Okay. All right. That is real practice. So if you're gonna practice something for my new beginner musicians, practice. Put something in front of you. All right. Or think of whatever it is that you want to learn to do. All right. Real practice. All right. And then what you do is get your little notepad or whatever. See if I can grab me one. It's kind of like this. If I was reading this book, uh, and the thing is, I'm gonna use the word start. Gotta start. If if I could buy this book and just look at it because it's pretty on the front side and the back side, and that's it, and then sit it there. But if I don't start to read it, I will probably never read it. All right. So there is a starting point. Okay, I got. Okay, how to unlock the power within to change your life. Okay, all right. That's the title of the book and the subtitle of the book. All right. Transform your mindset. There we. That's one of the key things. Transform your mindset. You have to have a mindset, right? Okay. And your finances, okay, we need a job, we need to make some money, we got to figure this out. And your relationship, okay, do you need a wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever? All right, cool. I already know who written the book, Benjamin. I'm on here, and then I just flip over to the next page. There's an empty page here, but the next page pretty much said the same thing as the beginning of the page, so I'll flip over one more time. You gotta start. There's another blank page here. Then I might just go ahead and see what's up with the copyright part of it. Oh, okay, copywritten in 25 by Benjamin Moore. Okay, and then maybe I might go ahead and read whatever it says on this page, and blah 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 da 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 yada 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 blah blah blah. All right, cool. I ran through that page. Oh, we're at the table of contents. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, chapter number 1. All right, recognizing your power, the power that's within you. Oh, okay, that's on page 0. And the next chapter, recognizing your power, part number 2. That's part 1 and 2. So that'll be on, I guess, I'm assuming page number 1. And chapter number 2 is going to be addressing the importance of your environment, what's going on around you. And there is a part 1 and a 2, page 2 and 3. The other one is financial freedom, all right, and discipline. How to save your money. Part 1, 2, page 4 and 5. Oh, okay. And also in the part 6. All right, part 6. And then that was all in chapter 3, by the way. For all of those. And then chapter 4 is going to be addressing overcoming hardship, meaning if you was broke and you didn't have no money, and then you had to find a way to get out of your situation, your hardship. And believe me, I've been through all that. And then also mental barriers. If you got some mental barriers going on in your mind, or or just in life in general, and that's all in chapter. That's part 1, and there's also a part 2, page 7 and 8. You gotta start. So I'm just going through the chapter right here, saying, "Oh, okay, let me see what's up." Chapter number 5, the role of faith and music and healing. Oh, okay. So I've been through this process already. Trying to have faith to believe that I'm gonna be healed from my situation that I'm in. All right. I'm still going through it. So I got faith to believe that God is gonna bring me out. And then I love music. And by the way, I have already produced my very first music book that went Amazon top #1 best book in the whole wide world. Not nationwide, but the whole wide world. So that is an achievement there. So I've been to that process. Wow. Wow, there's the part 1 and the part 2 concerning that, page 9 and number 10. That's why I said when I bought this book, actually when I saw the book, um, this is how I actually got my book published, by the way, through Benjamin Moore, matter of fact. One day I was so sick, and then I just decided, let me open up Facebook, and the first thing that popped up was his book, literally like this. And I was like, oh wow, oh somebody, oh wow, some individual published his book. Oh wow, let me holler at it. So I, of course, inboxed him. Actually, I inboxed him. I actually, what they call it, messaged him or whatnot. He responded almost immediately to my call, and I asked him about his book and how he did it, and how it was done through Amazon, or through whatever company he went through, and went through that process. We talked maybe like probably not even 15 minutes. After that, next I know, the company, he was supposed to text me the information over to me so I can call them up and kind of go from there. But what if I wouldn't have called them though? That's my point, right? So he contact them, gave them my information. They called me, and this is how my book went forth. Wow. All right, let me go back to this chapters, y'all. See, the tables of contents. This blows my mind, right? So we stopped at chapter number 5, where it says the role of faith. Have faith, right? Believe in God that He's gonna do whatever it is gonna be going on in your life or whatever, right? And then music. Yeah, everybody who knows, I love playing music. So I'm like, wow. And how is music has or is related to helping people heal and things of that nature. So music can help in that area. All right, so that is chapter 5, part 1 and 2, 9 and 10, the page. And then we have let me see, we have the next chapter. I somehow, oh okay, I'm not sure how this happened, but it jumped to another chapter. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Not sure how come this happened, but maybe this is a continuation of chapter number 5. So I'm reading this right now. So continuation of chapter number 5, and then it says when heaven played through me. This is him discussing how whatever he was going through, and this is how he said this is when heaven played through me, which is himself, and that's on page number 11. And then underneath there it says the power of divine encounters and creative purpose. All right, so that in my mind, when I see that wording, is the power of God dealing with him on whatever his encounter was in his life, like it was with me, what I encountered, what I had to go through physically, and as well as mentally, as well as emotionally, and as well as me being extremely terribly sick, not knowing where I was gonna be at some point, but yeah, so that was my encounter. And then the creative purpose. Again, I mentioned earlier, I was designing my very first book to be published, but I didn't know how I was gonna do it. But this brother came through God came through this brother, and this is how my book was able to get published through the help of my brother here, Benjamin Moore. Anyways, chapter number 6, the story of Jobs. Job. I don't want to say. Hold on. Is it the Job or Job? Let me see. I have to see what that chapter is actually referenced to. If he's talking about Job or Job, but I think it says Job if I'm reading this correctly, but it could be Job. Let's see. What chapter we said that would be in chapter 6? Hold on. Let me just read a little bit of it. So he's talking about the biblical portion. I think it's Job. Yeah, Job. It seems like the same word job, but it's Job. All right, everybody who has read their order, but God know about Job when Job went through his trials and stuff like that. And so you go and read that scripture in the Word of God in Job on how Job went through when certain things came upon him and he thought it was a curse that was upon him and blah 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 blah. Y'all read that chapter, but I get where you're going with this. All right, so it's kind of like my situation. I was going through something and I didn't know what was going on. This was happening, this was happening, this was going on, this was happening, and I went through a Job situation. Not sure if I was coming out or not, but at the end of the day, what was my belief and my trust in? My belief and trust in the belief that God was going to bring me out. All right, and this is what Job is talking about in the word. But that's the story of Job. And so that's chapter 6, chapter 16 and 17. And then the transformation journey. I already kind of discussed that, what my journey was that I had to go through for a while. Let me see, that's chapter 7. We got a lot of chapters here. That's part 1 and 2. The other one was part 1 and 2 as far as chapter 6 and so forth and so on. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of chapters in here that I'm not gonna go all the way through this whole thing, but you guys check out my homie's book, Benjamin Moore. It's got more information in there that you can read upon. My point is start. That's what I'm really trying to get at. Start. Okay, start at whatever the first chapter, right? You can read about the first chapter, read about whatever it is. Just start. That's the whole point. Start. All right, we got the introduction part 1, 2. All right, I already read through this already. The introduction part 2, 1 and 2, and then introduction, reflection, and exercises. And then I had gotten through chapter number 1, recognizing your power. Remember I said that earlier, part 1, and part 2. I got through that. And then the other one was chapter 2, the importance of your environment, chapter 1, part 1 and 2. I read through that already, so I told you it's a start. You got to start somewhere. All right, chapter 2. All right, and then we have chapter 3, the financial freedom and discipline. That's chapter 1, and this is kind of what I folded up at where I stopped at. And so yeah, this is what I'm saying. You got to start. And that's saying if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing, right? So if you don't start nothing, it just won't be nothing. So put something in front of you and study it. Right? You saw the best in me. Right? Those are the first 2 chords. First 2, 3 chords. Right? And I'll study that until I got it, right? Saw the best of me. Right? I'll study it until I have it, until I feel comfortable. Right? And it doesn't matter how many times you do it. You can do that 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 100 times, whatever. Now we're ready for the next chord. All right? So whether it's the first chord, second chord, third chord, fourth chord, I'm gonna call this 5 chord, 6, 7 chord, 8th chord, 9th chord. A 9 chord progression. Doesn't matter. If it could be a 2 chord progression, 3 chord progression, 5 chord progression, 20 chord progression. At the end of the day, learn to play in steps. I call them baby size practice, or bite size practice. You saw the best of me when everyone else around me, whatever the words he's saying. And once I feel comfortable in knowing that move, then I'm ready to go to the next section. So even if it took me a few times doing this, okay, a few times doing it, to get my hand familiar with it, switch the finger in, switch the finger again, switch the finger again, try to do it this way. That didn't work. Right? I'll just try to find another way. Oh, okay. And then, you know, the same thing. I try to find what feels comfortable in doing the chord. I hear this. I hear this little gracing. Or straight. This one or this one. This one or that one. Or this one. That one or that one. That one or that one, or without it. And this one, slide off, or twang, and roll it, or roll up, or roll back. And then roll up. All right, so I mess with it until I think which where I want to be at. And now I'm gonna have fun with it. So that's what practice is. Real practice is take something and put it in front of you and go ham on it for a little bit, right? Until you feel comfortable and knowing that you know the move now. I can put the move to the side, and now I for sure, no doubt, know them chords from start to finish. As I said earlier, you gotta start, right? You gotta start somewhere, right? Start. Yes. Or, you know. Alright? So you gotta start. Right? Like I said. Alright? So once I feel comfortable, I got this. Alright? And I do that, you know, like I said, it's really up to you. So someone, I think, asked the question, how long would it take before you can start getting good at your craft or good at what you're trying to get good at? It all depends on you. It all depends on how fast you want to learn. It all depends on how slow you want to learn. But if you one of the musicians like me, I'm like, okay, I want some more chords. All right, hold on. This is cool. Thank you. All right, cool. This is cool. Okay, what's the rest? I want some more. Come on, give me some more, right? So I call it slight greedy. All right, if I'm greedy and I really want to learn, then I'm gonna push myself to find out what's the rest of it, right? All right, now I'm ready for the rest. All right, for sure. Without me looking at what I'm doing, now I'm gonna say, what is the rest of this that I can learn from this particular tune? All right. All right. Oh, okay. No, is that what I'm supposed to be playing? Yeah. Hold on. Da da da. What's the next chord? Huh? Okay. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to read my own transcription here. Literally. All right. So okay. So you must be doing this little thing. G minor 9. Oh, okay. G minor 9 11. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Right? So before I move on, I try to see if it makes sense to my ears of what I'm doing. So, D A. All right. Now, my fingers want to go out here, but it's not really, supposed to be doing that. Yeah. Now, do I need to listen to the CD? Probably, to see if that's what my ears is really actually was supposed to be hearing. Okay. All right. So let me open this up so I can see what I'm looking at. So the last chord was, and then the next part of this, I said, then here. That's interesting. It's the same similar what he did from in the beginning when we started this out. So. And then this time go. The bass line is doing this. Ooh, that's nasty. And then the next chord. Da da da. Okay, the chord is similar from the other chord. That's nasty. B flat. Major. From the previous chord from earlier. Here it is. This you playing the minus 7, and then a B flat at 2. It's kind of like, but he's just doing this little F minor 9, F minor 7, B flat second at 2, F minor 9, right, F sharp major 7 with the sharp 5. Alright, the B flat 13 with the 9, or flat 9, or let's hit the 9. Yeah, B flat 7 13, or B flat 13 because I'm adding some other flavor to it. So this B flat 7 13, that's the 9. And if think about it, y'all, it's the sus2 chord in channel, in my book in chapter number 5, and the tritone in chapter 8, and the B flat third, major third, chapter 18. So yeah. So before I move on to anything else, I'll try to grind into this. Woo! And here's the next move. Every chord I'm playing is in my book, just about, right? If I sat here and broke it down to you and say this is what's happening in the right hand, this is the chord movement in the left hand, is all in my book basically. And then play by side, edition number 1. And then edition number 2, you're gonna have this same type of chord movement. However, I'm gonna give it to you without it being broken up. So in my book, I'm giving it to you where it's broken up, and I'm also giving it to you when the chords are all solidly together. That's going to be in my second edition. All right. So when he's playing these moves, this is the major 9, E flat major 9. Then he goes to the, I believe the G7 chord maybe. The major 7 with the flat 5 sharp 5. E flat major 9. Or if I hit that G, it's G minor 9, 11. Perfect 4th. Right? And perfect 5th. Perfect 4th. Perfect 5th. Now, if I added that note there, that would have been a sus4 and a sus2. What? And of course, we have the secret sauce chord. What? Yes. And I told you these are in chapter 5. If I broke this up into a small section for what the right hand is doing and what the left hand is doing, they're in my book, Play by Sight, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. In the book. Okay, all right, so then every chord into the book. So yeah, the tritone, chapter 8, y'all. Major 7, chapter 4. And then he hit you with this dominant chord. We might call it a C7 chord or C9 because of the 9. 8, 9. And if you understand your major chord is 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, 5. And add the 7, flat the 7. And it's a C7. If you add the 9, there's more than one way to approach that same chord. So the chord has been broken up. And this is you have the 1, 5 in the bottom, which is the perfect 5th. Chapter 18, y'all, all day. Tritone, chapter 8, all day. Major 3rd, chapter 18, all day. So this makes you play a C9 chord. And it's more than one way to approach the same chord. Okay. Then, so if I go to the top, and here's the next part. Bam. Okay, so I'm breaking it up into little sections so that I can say, okay, cool, all right, I got that part. Let me move to the next move, right? So the bam, all right, C9. Got a note stuck somewhere. Then, all right, the next move is the minor 7, F minor 7, as I said earlier. And as I hold that voice in the left hand, then it takes me to a B flat major 2nd, B flat major add 2. I mean, F minor 9. Now I probably wouldn't be holding that last note at the bottom, but just so you know, the movement is gonna go. It's the F sharp major chord. Rufus is the first version, second version. Oh man. Right? Right? So F minor 7, B flat, add 2, F minor 9, F sharp by itself. But that portion that you probably gonna hear whoever playing on the rest of the part of the music, you will hear that bottom still kind of holding until you get to the B flat 713. What? So yes, this is the F sharp or G flat major chord. Depending on the key this song is in, I guess we in E flat. Alright. So this is the first version of the G major chord. So yeah. Alright, and then the last chord coming off at the B flat 713. Right before that, and after that, we're gonna go hit the major 7 with the flat 5. Chapter 12 in my book, Play by Sight. Chapter 12. I want to say 12. I gotta get these chapters memorized my own self, my own book though. But I believe it's chapter 12. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. I want to say chapter 12. I don't have very long on these videos because some of my phones, I haven't charged them up. So if they go dead right in the middle, you trying to do what I'm doing, sorry. I'll charge them up. Well, it's going to get charged up one way or another. Now, where did my book go? I keep doing this every time. Every time I have to do this, I have to keep doing this. I don't know, forgot how to do it. Let me see. How did I have to do it last time? Go to Amazon and then type in my book. Here it is right here. So we're gonna go to the contents. All right, come on, bring it up. All right, we're here now, and I'll just go to the contents. And my contents pretty much gonna tell me exactly where that chord is and how I can be able to learn to play these songs. What I said, chapter 12, I told y'all. And chapter 12 it is. Major 7 flat 5. So major 7 with flat 5. Okay. And then after he hits that move, he goes back to the same chord, but this time he's gonna roll up here. Not down here, he's not gonna come back. He's gonna roll up here. Same chord. E flat major 9. So after all that, alright, that's where we're at. So before I move to anything else, I'll go back to the top. I like to do what is called rollover practice. You know, go back to the top, keep overlapping my practice. So that way, the chord is in my spirit now. Right? You know, right? Right. So I'll always remember the moves. I'm ready to go to the next spot. So I'll break it up into section number 1, section number 2, and now we're about to go to section number 3. If I don't got section 1 down or 2, I'm not going to go to the 3rd section because I ain't ready. Alright? I'm not ready yet. You know, if y'all hear me struggling doing something and I can't quite get it, then I'm not going to move to section number 3. I call it A1, B number 2, and C number 3, and number 4, and number 5, or number 6, and that's how I'll break it up. into section. If I discover that I'm kind of somewhat playing the same chords again, then this be a little bit more easier because now I know he's repeating some stuff that I already did before, so that makes my life a little bit easier to learn the tune. All right, so now if I'm ready to go to number 3, part 3, by the way. So I have a part 1 and the part 2 and the part 3. So let me see, can we get the part 3 knocked up? So after that last little roll up, and then now this time he's gonna go da 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 da. Let me see how you gonna pull this off. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, are we pulling this off? Let me see. Because each time he did it differently, all right? So remember the first time around. So I said, okay, I got to remember how you did the first time. That was the first time around, right? And then remember the second time he did this. Okay, so he switched it up. This time he's gonna do this. Let's see how we pulling this off. Let's see. You go. How we pulling this one off? Somebody see my left hand must be doing. How's my left hand pulling this off? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Let's see if I'm do that. That's interesting. Ah. Okay, let's go G, F, G, F, G, G, F. Okay, all right, so. G, F. How we do that? Oh. Okay, I got it now. There you go. Because if we do, now I might do this. So G, F. So. Now me, I like to do this voice. Well, we had the bottom here because I heard that he's doing the bottom. Yeah. It's different from the other one, y'all. Take that D off because there's no D there. Now, oh my God. So before I move on, I got to study this and get it down to the ground. So, I like that voice. But we got the bottom here. Oh, how we doing with twanging it? Alright, so I hear this little twanging in there. The little, what we gonna call this? Chromatic up? That's a chromatic move. And it's gonna take you to the tritone. So slide. I told you each time you changed it up when you did the other way out. The other one was different, remember? Remember, he switched up. He switched up for every time. I said, oh, that's slick. To come around, he changed it up. So I said, okay. So this time we got the forget. Alright? Because we're about to copy what we did earlier. Remember this part? When you played the F minor move, F minor 7. And then he did you. Okay, we gotta sort of copy that, a little bit of it, but not all of it. Yeah, see, I told you we were going back to this. So we're going back to it. And then he gives you this portion. Alright, so remember, we did this earlier. I said it earlier, right? Remember all this? Now we here. This is crazy, yo. All right, so that's where we at. And then now we're gonna play F sus4 chord, which is funny how you do this. I think in the bottom like that. This is an F sus4 chord. Rolling up to the tritone, back to the F minor 7, and then he give you that sus4 chord. And remember, we're playing the perfect 4th. We have the major 7. And the perfect 4th here. But however, I might take off a note when I do this though. I'll hold the voice in here. Because we're playing the F sus4. But this sounds pretty when I do that too. That minor 7, then but I'm gonna omit the F because it's already here. So you basically gonna get me to play the F sus4. Then the like so. And then immediately you come into that F sus4 chord. The B flat, stay there. And also, I don't have to necessarily hold the E flat. Come off of the E flat. And because what's going to happen anyways, I'm going to do this. That's what he's going to do. These minor thirds, major third, and play the B flat chord. Or the same chord we played earlier, which is technically B flat major 6 chord. With the perfect 5th, which makes you play the E flat major 9. So right, then right. So let's get that to other spot. I said, oh, that's it. That's when he's gonna do this. It's B flat technically, we're playing partial of it. The minor 3rd, the D minor 3rd, and E flat major 6. And we go right back to the 1 chord or the early chord in the beginning. Then I might switch the finger over. Kind of like doing that like twice, huh? Something like that. Y'all listen to the album, and you'll see how I'm not sure who the musician was who played this particular tune. right, so yeah, where we at? I want to play that other chord so bad. This voice here. Then, all right. So as I said, I try to do chapter. Well, I call it chapter ones, or part one, part two, part three, part four. And then once I'm able to master these particular movements, and then I'll move off to the next move. All right, the next move be like my part number 1, 2, 3, 4, part 5 right here. I'm gonna call this part 5. Actually, part 4. Actually, and let me kind of fold this up a little bit. And now this is gonna be my little part number 4 right here. Let me highlight it. Let me highlight this one as my little part number 4. That's gonna be too big. See, I come ready. Part 4. And if I don't feel I'm ready to do part 4, I'm a chill. Now, this is what I will do. At least try to see, can I do a little bit of what I think is gonna happen next, and then call it a day. In other words, make an attempt, right? So I'm gonna make an attempt to do the next part of this. But let's see. Let me go back to my other little thing. I said. Okay. Now let me make this attempt. All right, this is gonna be my attempt, but this is not gonna be me trying to memorize it. But I'm gonna make an attempt. I'm gonna make my attempt to see can I do the next part of this. All right. Let's see here. May the force be with me. Okay. Let's see. That part looks like similar to the beginning. So yeah, I think I could pull this one off. Because remember the other one was... But that was the last one, right? Alright, so always try to remember what was the first time around when we got into this thing in the first place. When we, in the beginning, this was the first round. That's the first round. That was the first round, right? Okay, and now the second round, right? Because now we're gonna go to the second round. This is the second round. That's the second round, right? Okay, now, this is the third round. Here we go. Okay. Now we got the third. What was it? 1, 2, 3. The fourth round this time. So now we on this fourth round of him doing it this way. Let's see. Okay, so you repeat that same little item. Oh. All right, minus G minus 6, 9, 11. That's interesting how I'm pulling that off a piece of that. Actually, with my right hand helping me out. Now my left hand want to do it now. That's interesting. Yeah, so Oh, all right, and then so like this, what are you doing? So, and then because I remember the other one was different, right? And the other one was different, so I'm like, oh, right? So I'm like, oh, so this one is more of, right? And then you get straight to it. All right, so what we doing? All right, B flat major 9 with the flat 5. However, I said earlier, G minor 6 9 11. I'm just throwing those 2 chords there. Alright. So yeah, it's a B flat major 9 with a flat 5, eh? And then we go into the minor 9. I mean minor 7 with the flat 5. Chapter number 16 in my book. So the crazy thing is these chords are in my book. And then we're going back to that 713. Let me see. No, before the 713, remember we're going to go back to the F minor 9. And then that's when he's going to hit you with this, which we had played earlier, but I'm adding the other note. And then, so he plays it different every time he came around. And back to your first chord. All right. And we playing those third, minor third, major third, minor third, minor third. And sometimes I might actually end up playing the actual whole chord. So technically I can play the actual whole chord and switch over. But I'm trying to give you the third, the minor third, the minor third, major third, minor third. Alright, so that's what's happening there. That's why you get that voicing. And I told y'all earlier in the other video what these chords were actually, matter of fact. The major 7 with the flat 5 sharp 5. Because we going up. E flat minor 6 9. And right back to the major 7 with the flat 5 sharp 5. So basically that's what's happening there. Let's come back to it. Da, 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 da. And then that's when we go into the next chord. Major 9 flat 5 or G minor 9 6 9 11, by the way. So depends on how you want to voice it. So minor 7 flat 5. And then you go F minor 9. We ain't gonna do this again. He could have. Actually, that's bad. He could have repeated that again. But instead, we just went for the minor 7 flat 5, F minor 9 11. And come on out of this at the B flat 7 13. My bad, 7 13. And then we out. Let me see. Now I gotta figure out how he did this in my mind. That little. Let me see. That's B flat in my mind. No, F and B flat, and the C. That tripped me out. Yeah, I think he does it. It's a sus4 chord. The perfect fourth. And the major second technically, and he just trickled that. I think I don't know how you do that, but you know. And then do I have perfect pitch to figure this stuff out? No, I'm actually using my book and my brain, and hoping that those notes that I'm hearing in those chapter 18 will pop out, and sure enough is actually doing exactly what it should do. And of course my scale kind of helped me out, familiarizing myself with the major chords, from the minor chords to the augmented chord, diminished chord, and the major 7/5 chord, dominant chords. I'm trying to familiarize myself with it, and I call them out so that way I kind of like diminished 7, major move, root persistent first inversion, second inversion, F sharp and G flat. So I tried my best to figure these chords out as I tritone. When I'm playing the root position, second inversion, first inversion, and moving them around now. With doing that, because at some point in the album somebody gonna be doing something in this album or on their music or whatever, and all of a sudden if I've already played the move before in my little practice, chances are I'm not playing this because I'm playing it because I'm playing because I'm playing by ear. It's playing by knowledge and trying to get an understanding on what musicians are doing, and I might just be able to figure it out. So where we at? We got to this. And then hear the next part. I'm gonna settle with this one. The minus 6/9, and then minus 6/9, and then he goes to the minor 7.5, F minor 9, and then the B flat 7/13, and I think he's coming back inside. I would hope. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Before you even go there, yeah, go here. And then I'm hoping that, now I don't know how in the world he got from, and then somehow he still made his way back down on the keys, but yeah, may the force be with me on that one. But and let's see, I'm gonna quit right here. I just said I was just gonna kind of take a crack at it to see can I play the moves, and then now later on I'm gonna come back and try to rememorize the moves. You're like, bro, you spending this time doing it now? You might as well memorize it right now, get it over with. But sometimes I'm just not in the mood for that. So y'all, lucky I got the first part 1 and 2 and 3, I think, down. And now for me to tampering around with the other part of this, yeah, I said let the force be with me. So let me see. Yeah. And you saw the best of me. And he does it. Oh. And then, alright, so we already know he's gonna do something else after this. So I think he's doing this at the part. Let me see. see. Let me see. And then I think let me see, what's my left hand doing? Let me see. Is it? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let me think. After this, and then something like this, and then let me see. Then the other part is, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. I forgot. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. No. No. Yeah. Alright, so I told you I had to. I'm trying to hear this in my head. Alright. I'm just playing at this right now. And then he goes, and then, let's see, hold on. Yeah. And then, let's see, and then I think this one he comes down on. Hold on. Hold on. E. No, is it up or down? Hold on. Yeah, let's see. Let's see, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Alright. I'm always trying to remember in this section. Alright. I'm just playing at this. I have to listen to the CD, but I'm pretty close, I think. And then is it backwards this way? Or is it I think it's here. Something like that. I would know the other one goes up. And then the other one is something like that. Alright, y'all pray for me. May the force be with me. But that's pretty much where I stopped at. Let me see. But like I said, every time around he switches things up, so that confuses me sometimes. As I told you. And then he does this. Then I'm trying to remember. Is it up? Hold on. TikTok is trying to tell me I gotta lock them back in. Hold on, y'all. Let me lock them back in. TikTok. Alright. TikTok, y'all missed something. But let me see. I'm trying to see if this locks in my brain. It's toward the end of this, you know. And then is it this one? Or is it down here? I forgot if we're going up. I know we're going here. And then I'm trying to remember, is it going down? I can't remember. I'm only playing what I see on my paper, y'all. But for sure, I know that they did go up. Maybe it is still up. And then it goes into a whole bunch of other crazy stuff after that. So may the force be with me, like I said. Major 7 with the flat flat, major 7 flat 5 flat 13. All that, okay. And then E flat minor 6 9. I'm not sure why I wrote that. E flat minor 6 9. E flat 6 9. What was I thinking when I did this? Let's see. E flat 6 9. Let's see. What was I thinking when I wrote this? I don't know. What was I thinking? E flat 6 9. E flat 6 9. What was I thinking when I did? E flat 6 9. I'm not sure why I was thinking that. I have to figure this out later. Well, for some reason I wrote G flat major 7 with a flat 5 sharp 5 to a E flat 6 9 to a D 7 with a sharp 9. I'm not sure what I was doing. I had to figure that out. I don't know what I was writing after that. But whatever the chord was, it was something that he did somewhere after this part of. I think that's what it was. Because I know that. Yeah. Alright, so that's what I did now. So I'll pretty much come back to that part later on and try to memorize what I'm doing. But right now I'm sight reading this on. It's all the best of me. And then I think something like that. I think that's what he did. And then that's what tripped me out. I was like, how do you get back so fast? And then whatever he did after that. All right, I'll figure the rest of it out. Can I play this stuff? Yes, I think I can. So I might even learn this whole tune. Actually, I don't know how many minutes is it with this particular song. I think I kind of looked it up. It was like 4 minutes, according to what it was on the whatchamacallit here. It's 4 minutes. I got 4 minutes into it, at least as far as I know. No, actually, I think it was 4 minutes when I looked it up. So that means that I don't know how far ahead I got into it, but I can't let y'all hear it because I might get YouTube strike for playing it actually the CD on the thing here. Let's see, Mama Side. But I got pretty far. Let me see how far I actually got with the actual album. Cause this one place he was someone playing or someone singing the song, but it was at a church. So let me find its actual. Where's the actual album? Or actual CD. This might be it right here. Let me see. That's that's not the tune. Okay, so that's all his songs on this one. Share an ups and downs. That's not the one we want to go to. Best of Me. Where's the actual CD? I think is this the one? So this is the one he did at church, at somebody's church. That's not the one I want. Where is the actual? Thought I had typed it in, but it's not the Best of Me. Where is it? I can tell you how far I got as far as on the album once I can figure out where it's at. Where is the actual album at? I had his playlist the other day. Let me see. Oh, I know why I ain't got it right. Let me see the spelling. I don't know how the spelling came off whack. We're missing one letter. Hey, there it is. All right, now let's see if we can find the album now this time. Here it is. Now, okay, let me find out how far did I get. Oh, the wrong song. It's not the song I was looking for. Hey. We on the other song. Hold on. It's not the Best of Me. Why did it go to that? Let's find that other song. Best of Me. Here it is. Okay. It's all the best. Can I let y'all hear it? Uh-huh. Okay, 37 seconds into this. So you got all the way to and then that last part, alright, hold on, let me turn it down so I can hear the rest of that. You saw the Best of Me. So after you played that last chord, we did the. You saw the Best of Me. I got about 43 seconds in it. This is an 8-minute and 35-second audio clip. That's pretty impressive that I got that far. Okay, so let me see. We're here now. Right. So that's when you're gonna do that thing. So let me listen to that. So he goes, and then he goes to this. That's where we're at there. All right, so at least I think I got that back, right? All right, so then everyone else wrong. So we had did this one, then he's doing this part, and then now he's about to do this part. Oh, wait. Let me see if it's the higher one or the lower one. Hold on, let me back that up just a hair. That gave me 50 seconds into this. What? Time for me to take my medication already? Jeez. One more time. Dun. All the best of me. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I was right. So it was high. So he was right. And then to see the Best in Me. So it was high. So that's pretty cool. I think we forgot that chord, this chord movement right here, because after he finished doing that, you saw the best of me, then he go, and then it was supposed to play this right, that's where he goes here, and then and then he's supposed to go to this move here, and then that's where we bring this chord in. All right, so after he does this, almost right away. All right, okay. So hold on, let me back that up. Let's back that up for a quick second. My line, 7, E flat mine. Up. That he's supposed to go back to this. All right, so that was the chord I missed. I missed. All right, so after he did this, right away, and then here, and then he saw the best in me, and then right away, and then I was supposed to go back here. That's the chord I forgot. All right, I forgot to play this chord again. I'm supposed to play it like this. Okay. I forgot this. That's the chord I forgot. I said, wait a minute, something missing. Because that one makes sense. Then you have to go back here. And then he's doing this, yes, that's what I forgot, that chord. And then he goes to, and then the other one, whatever he's doing after that, good luck to me. May the force be with me on that part. So let me hear what he's doing after that and see. Oh. Oh, he doing it. Okay. I hear him doing it. Okay. This is not what I've written down yet, y'all. I ain't got that far, but I hear. But anyway, and then I kind of have an idea where you're gonna go after that, and do some crazy little run right there. All right, so let me see. I don't have this memorized. I'm just playing at this as we, you know. And you know, and back to this, and then I was early, and then I was supposed to go down then you know. All right. Am I playing this by ear? Let me see. Da, 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 da. Something like that. Yeah. At this point, I'm playing by ear. I don't know what he did right there. I said let the force be with me when I made it to 50 seconds into this. Hold on, let me. It might have been just 50. She's all the best in me. What? And then Reza. Ba. Then something. What's it? I'm not sure what he did. Good luck to me, y'all. I'm gonna say officially I stopped at 55 seconds into this. Let me listen to it one more time. He's Woo-hoo. That's nasty. I'm not sure what we're doing after that. I have to listen to it some more, but I made it to at least 55 measures of this. So 8 minutes out of this, that's pretty impressive. One more time. Finish all the best. Now, once I hear what that bass line going, boom, 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 dun, dun, dun. Okay. So let me see. I might peek this out once I hear that bass line. Let me practice. Let me roll this down. Again, it's not that I'm memorizing it now because now I'm just trying to see. Mm, G. So we was here. Okay. All right. She's around. Okay. I'm following that bass line in my mind. So let me see. 56. Okay. I'm going to follow this bass line right quick. Hold on. This is going to help me out. Okay. E flat. 3. Okay. The other 1. Alright, so let me get my bass line down. Once I get that bass line, then I know where we going. Because I wasn't tripping off the bass at first. Hold on. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Let me get my bass line down. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get this bass line. If y'all still here. Hey, why is he doing that? Why does it sound like that? Ooh, that sounds weird. Why is he doing that? Turn this down. Alright, let's see. Let me get my bass line. Hold on. that's gonna tell the story. B E flat. 6 1 7. Okay, 7 3 to the 1. Let me get my bass line down. 7 3 up. Once I get the bass line, that's a wrap. Then I pretty much know we'll be moving to, because I ain't tripped off my bass line yet. Alright, so let me get my bass line and then we on. It's over. G A flat. Okay. F. Okay. E flat. D to the G. F. B flat. Back to B. E flat. Okay, got you. Got my bass line now. Got it now. D. E flat to the D. G. F. B flat. Back to E flat. Oh, it's over. Now I got the bass line. Alright, I got my bass line. But once I get that bass line, I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't really trip off my bass line at the time. So now I got my bass. You saw bass line? I should be a bass player. I should be a bass player. You saw the best of me. Yeah. Now once I learned the bass line, the song kind of repeats itself. I think when E flat, I guess the song is in E flat, because you say the 1 to the 7 to the 3 to the 2 to the 5 back to the 1. I mean, you know, once I get that bass line, it's a wrap. Alright, let's get up out of that. Hey. So yo. You can play all kind of loops. Anyway, so you saw the best of me. thought of that anyway when I was playing these chords, that I understood that the bass line is gonna repeat itself from the 1, 7, 3, 2, 5, 1. And because of the movements that he's doing, he's gonna repeat some of the movements that we're at. All right. Whatever you're doing. And also we know we're going back to the 1, 7, 3, to the 2. Or what chord you want to play on the 2. Back to the 5. 1. Alright. So now once you get the bass line down, it's pretty much a wrap. So, like I said, 1, 3, I'm 7 to the other 3, then a 2 to 2, 5, 1, 1. And then what was the other part? We do 3 up to the 7 to the 3. Right, so, and then you remember that little move. Let's see. Right, you already know what bass line we're going to. Because 2 to the 5. 5. Stay on the 5 for a second. Back to the 1. And you're repeating that same thing. And so now we're 3, 2. Was it? What was that? No, 2, 5. Wait, what was it again? I forgot it. So I told you I didn't try to memorize things. No, that's the other one. Forgot that one. Forgot that extra note. I forgot that note. Let me see. So, and then we're going back to the 1. Right. So of course, I know we're going back to that 7. That's what we'll do the next part. Two, 5, back to the 1. And then, I told y'all we're going back to that. 3. Gotta be 2. 5. That was on the 5. Then back to the 1. Alright, and then that's what. Then what was that part? Wherever it was I forgot what it was after that. But anyway, so now I learned what the bass line was. I should have did that in the first place. That would have made everything a little bit more easier, but Yes, 1 to the 1 to the 3, 2, 5, 1. I'm gonna learn how to play the keyboard, y'all, one of these days. May the force be with me, y'all. I'm about to get up off here. I think, did I lose everybody? Nope, not yet. Okay. So that's what practice is all about, y'all. Taking something slowly but surely and grind on it over a period of time until you get it locked in. So, because I understand my major 9, major 9, I'm sorry, minor 9, E flat 7, 13, the G7, major 7 flat 5, sharp 5. Every chord I'm talking about is in my book, major 9. Right. All right. So that's the coolest part about this. Major 7 flat 5, minor 7 flat 5. That's the thing. The major 7 flat 5. And I told y'all what chapters they fall in. And that's the reason why I'm extremely happy that the fact that I was able to get this book published back in June 2nd, 2025. And my book went #1 top best book at Best Buy. And also my book has also made it to 16 other platforms in the world. 16 other publishing platforms in the world. 16 other plus Amazon, 17 platforms. So the second book, I'm definitely to close it out this week. So if I end up closing it out at 22 chapters, that's cool. I'm cool with that. My preference was 38, but we ran out of time. Then my next preference was 25 pages. So right now we sitting at 22 pages of nothing but fat dope off the hook, turn your head chords that we're about to bring to the world for every musician in the world to learn how to play these chords, to be able to pick songs up from my book, Play by Sight. And so this is my goal, my drive, and my thrive. And I got thousands of chords that I sit here and press and play. I call it the press, Photoshop, send. that's my little motto, or whatever you want to say. That's what I do. That's my job, is press, Photoshop, and send. And once my chords get to my editor, Miss Kelly, by the way, and Kelly Wood, she's definitely did an awesome job with this first book. Ooh, come on, get out the way, get out the way. Trying to make the page bigger, but she's definitely did an awesome job. I left my book out in the car again, did I? Good Lord. Okay. So I left my books out in the car. But those who already have your books, I know y'all smashing on them chords. Y'all learning them chords. Y'all taking the time out to practice them. And you would thank me later because, like I said, I'm dropping these chords in the book. And we finna to take this to a whole nother level. All right. And so that's what's up, y'all. The second book is definitely gonna have some more fire like the first book. And try to make this thing bigger. I forgot how to do it. How you do it? How do you do it? Let me see. Oh, okay, it does down here. There we go. Oh, am I still on the mouse? I think I'm still on the mouse here. Let me see here. Trying to make this just a little bit bigger. So yes, we definitely have some more crazy chords coming your way. In all 12 keys. And is the mouse dead? What's going on? Trying to make this bigger. Oh, there it is. Now I'll finally catch up. All right, so you see, we definitely working this out. But yes, let me we stopped at chapter 22. So all I'm doing is waiting for today's Monday. Oh my God. Okay, today's Monday. So I'm shutting this down Friday. And actually, matter of fact, I had to shut it down before Friday, matter of fact, because I had to have the book sent out. I had to have everything lined up, basically. Make sure all my chords are noted with the left hand and right hand, and noted that the notes are the notes that I want to put in the book, and then the name of the chord is correct, and a little baby definitions that I might put in the book as well, and then make sure that my contents are matching each chapter for each course that are documented here in the book. So I was trying to get over here. I should turn this off. Go here to see. I think I stopped at chapter 22. Now my iPad is tripping out. Hey, come on, stop acting crazy. So let me see, chapter 22. Come on. It's slow for whatever reason. I don't know why it's dragging like it's dragging. Number 2. Is the battery going dead? Can't be dead. I just charged it up. Wait. Hey, stop doing that. I don't know what it. Why is it tripping out today? Internet tripping. Come on, why are you tripping out today? It's moving all over the place, y'all. Is it dead? Get off of here. I don't know why it's tripping out today. It's tripping right now. For sure, I think I stopped at 22, y'all. Chapter 22. Get off of here. What are you doing? It's trying to make me mad now. It's tweaking today. I think my internet's acting whack. Had to shut it down. So, I'm at chapter 22 for sure. I'm almost positively sure it's 22. Turn this dumb thing off. And so if my Miss Editor dropped me 3 more course between today and Wednesday, then I'm gonna go ahead and close this out at 25 pages. 25 chapters actually. So we'll see how that flies, because I know the holiday is today, so I wouldn't expect my editor, Miss Editor, to drop me some more course today. But if she does drop me 3 more course, then we going to finish this at 25 chapters. Hey, cat doing? So 18. My last book was 18 pages. I'm at 18 chapters, and so this book here is gonna end. Right now we're at 22, chapter 22. So that's where we're at. Chapter 22 and chapter 23 is empty. 24 is empty. And chapter 25 is empty. So if I get 3 more courses sent in between today, and I might have to cut that off on Tuesday. So if I don't get any more course today and or Tuesday, I might push to Wednesday. But um, and on top of that, what I have to do is I have to now move this to a folder. I gotta move all my course to a folder. In fact, actually, what I should be doing, I'll probably just do it over here later on Big Mac. I'm gonna do it on Big Mama Mac over here. I should start it now, but I gotta go take my medication. So I'll come back later on um, and start to give the pages, because this is actually already have the pages on here, but I have to actually put the page on here, so when I get ready to send it the manuscript, so they can know this is page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for with the courses. This is automatically gonna give me my pages already, which is page 36. No, I mean 60, 63 pages here. So I'm gonna have to go all the way back to the top, because very top is gonna be the top number. So I gotta go to the very, very beginning of the book. And you can't count the cover page as number 1. So I have to give them the count on the number of pages. So that way they can know what chord goes for whatever chapter and moving forward, so they don't mess this up. Which they did mess up my second one, so that was cool because I had it numbered. So my contents is acknowledgement is started on page 2. The because you can't count the cover of the page, so that is not gonna count. So page number 2 is where I put on here my copyright year of me, my name, and all that good stuff. So that starts on page. Did I say 2? I lied. Yes, page 2. Yes, page 3, and then my get dedication page is 3. Acknowledgement page for my editor, Miss Kelly, who is responsible for the chord diagram and created that. And then my job is the writing portion of it, making sure that we are putting all of the chords in the correct contents and on the correct page. So looks like I am pretty much lined up as far as the book, as far as this book, the way it's designed on here, but I have to physically put down the name, the page number, so it goes into a folder by numbers, so it doesn't get all mixed up. That's what I didn't want the editors to get mixed up with when I send it to them when we finish my part. And then when I send it to them, I don't want them to get mixed up like, hey man, what's page 1 and what's supposed to be page 2? What's supposed to be page 3? So I have to put it on here physically, the page 1 and the page 2, so that way when they see it, they can know, okay, this is how the book is gonna go. Because when you send the folder, it could be 30 chords or 30 pages on there, 40 60 pages on there, but they don't know which one is the first or the second or the third. So when I number it, it's easier for them to go, oh, okay, cool, now we can do our thing, and then they will be able to figure out how to number it individually for individual pages. So I got to go. It's 7:05, and I've already passed my time for taking my meds for my illness that I'm still fighting up against. So y'all pray for me that the Lord allow me to move forward with the second book. And I didn't check my email, and I think I got one phone about to die any moment. But let me see. I didn't get a chance to check my email from yesterday to see if I got any more chords that came in. Because if I did, I'm getting ready to do a drag and drop right now. And survey says that was my editor able to do it today or yesterday? Let's see if she dropped some or not. Nope. Okay, cool. So far not today. Or yet. Matter of fact, I think She doesn't start till after 10. So I wouldn't expect her to do this until like after 10 today. So far, no chorus came in today. I only need 3. 3. I've already sent her a gang of chords, but I only need just 3 more to complete this book. If I don't get the 3 or the 2 or the 1 or whatever, I'm just gonna end this chapter at 22. But if I do get the 3 in today and or tomorrow, then I'm going to end it at chapter 25, y'all. But if not, I'm going to end it at whatever chords she sends me. So if I get one more chord or another set of chords or 12 keys, one chord, and then it'll all be done in all 12 keys, then I'm going to lock that in as chapter number 23. And then if she sends me 2 more chords, then it'll be chapter 23 and 24. If I get 3 more chords sent in between now and Tuesday or possibly Wednesday, I might push it to Wednesday. Then I'll go ahead and finish this whole book out and end it at chapter 25. And then send in my the name of my book course. My book will always be, my brand name will always be Play by Sight. And then I'll just change up my subtitle. The subtitle, I'm already settled with the subtitle. So the subtitle going to be set what it's going to be set with. And I promise y'all, this is for every musician on the planet. These chords is for every musician on the planet. Whether you know how to play the chords or not, or if you don't even know the names of the chords, this is for you too. For every level, beginner, intermediate, and advanced level. These advanced level chords, they're for beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced. So everybody gonna get something out of this book, the first one and the second one. So y'all better snatch up the first one. Snatch the first one up, y'all. Go grab it. It's hot. The second one, even more fire. All right, I got to go now. It's 7:08, so for sure I gotta go. Peace of love and cornbread, and thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me while I'm fooling around with this song. Best in Me, and so I'll keep on messing with it. I had another song that I said I was going to finish it, learn it, and finish it. So I had a deadline September. What did I say? September 25th? No, September 15th or something like that. Or October 15th? Wait a minute, did I write it up on this calendar? No, I think it's September. I think I said September 15th. Good luck. May the force be with me on that song too. And learn to play that whole song from start to the finish. So I might do these both. But this one here is 8 minutes. That's longer. But the song that I was originally doing with another musician was playing something, another song called Change. And that one was 6 minutes and 10 seconds into it. And I got at least 1 minute out of it already. Learned about 1 minute. Is that what I put on the calendar? Here, I think I got 1 minute of it or something like that. Where did I write that at? Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got about 1 minute into it. And so definitely I gotta go back to that and play that stuff over again and turn on muscle memory. I can sit here and play stuff and play at it, but I don't necessarily sit here and try to memorize it. So yeah, I just try to see, can I actually really do it. That's just the fun part about me doing this stuff, to see, can I really actually do it. And that's how I like to make fun out of this. But anyway, peace and love and cornbread, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'll catch y'all later on. Y'all caught me kind of early in the morning because my honey had to get up early, so I couldn't go back to sleep. So yeah. So now I'm gonna take my meds and go lay my head down. Probably about 1 or 1:30, I might be back up again and doing some more stuff. I'm gonna try to stick with these two songs. Yes. I'm gonna try to stick with these two songs. I'm gonna try to drive these two songs and learn them. And I'm not in a hurry to try to learn them. But yeah, I'm just yeah. Over a period of time, I don't care if I take a whole year learning this one tune. When it could be learning a day or so, but I'm not in a hurry. Um, Again, like I keep saying, if I don't turn on muscle memory, I could just sit here and play it all day, and don't even remember what I'm doing. So yeah. And some of y'all probably don't understand that. How is that possible? You can sit here and play that, but you don't remember what you're doing. No, I don't. I don't. I just don't turn on muscle memory. I remember I can play some chords because I'm familiar with it, but to say familiar with the entire arrangement from start to the finish, good luck to me. I may not even remember the entire arrangement. I can play the arrangement. I learned to play the arrangement, and I know the word people said to learn to play the. Let me say I can play the arrangement, but not learn the arrangement to memorize the arrangement. I guess I can say it that way. I don't know. It sounds funny to say it that anyway in general, because y'all like you're playing the song. How come you don't remember it? You really can play the song, but you don't remember it. Because I don't. I don't. I'm not turning on my muscle memory to do it. That's the problem. Because I feel that it's not important for me to learn it, and when I use that word, that means that I may have never ever used this song somewhere at church, my local church. They may not ever want to see that song. I just like to play the chords because they sound pretty. That's the only way I can explain that. Is I like the chords because they just sound pretty. But to go actually play it at my home church, ain't nobody in my home church singing that kind of stuff. So that's probably the way I wording that I'm trying to get at. It's not important. Now, if I would have probably met my Marvin Sapp or whoever does these different songs, and I'm rolling with them on that level, then yeah, then I'll have to turn on muscle memory for sure, cause then I really need to know how to play the tune and have it locked here. But yeah. All right, y'all, I got to go. Peace and love and cornbread. Y'all have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatnot, and yada yada. All right, the battery is about to go low on this one here. YouTube. Peace and love and corn.